Welcome back, guys, to another cooking episode with Casa Mia Salentina and Michael. Today I'm going to make English muffins, sourdough style. So let's get straight into it. First up, we need 100 grams of sourdough starter. Hopefully you've got some. If you don't, check out my other video, which I'll link here somewhere at the end, and you'll be able to make your own starter. This is the starter I made actually. This is Lee. So we're going to use Lee today. So this recipe makes about 10 English muffins. And we don't bake them in the oven, we bake them on a non-stick grill, which we will do tomorrow. So grams starter, we need 20 grams of honey. It's a good sweet stuff. Any brand will do, it doesn't matter. So let's see how we go here. Here it is. I'll have to eat it. Come. Okay. 100 grams starter, 20 grams of honey, 240 grams of milk, which is just under 250 mils. So it's 240 mils, weighs the same as 240 grams. This is skim milk. We don't have full cream milk, but the recipe is full cream milk. But light milk, skim milk. Okay, 360 grams of flour, just plain unbleached flour. It's just the Coles no name brand, that's all you need. Grams and 5 grams of sea salt. Cooking salt will be fine, but I use sea salt. I've weighed that out already. Okay, that's all the ingredients. What we do here, we mix it together. We'll let it sit for about an hour, and then we're actually going to knead it. Good old-fashioned kneading for a good 5 minutes probably. Okay, so let's give this a mix up. That's about it. It's got a stiff mix here. I'll get that off in a sec. Okay, so that's it. So now we're just going to cover it over the tea towel or the plastic freezer bag like I do, just over the top. Let it sit for 1 hour and we'll be back. See you then. Welcome back, guys. Okay, it's been a little over an hour. Okay, we've let our dough sit. Now we have to spend a few minutes kneading it. The recipe says about 5 minutes. I do this fairly quickly. So now I'm just going to pop a bit of flour on the bench here. Just to have it there at hand. If and when it does get sticky. Right. A bit on the bench. Okay, so I do my kneading fairly quickly because of the fact that it gets sticky. The longer my hands are on it, the stickier it is, so I tend to do it quite fast, so I might have to slow the video down. Anyway, you all, I'm sure, have your own ways of kneading stuff if you have kneaded before. This is just the way I do mine. Push it forward with my heel, pull it back. I'll do both. Just to keep it moving. Yeah, so you want a few minutes at least, depending how fast you go. You can use a kitchen mixer with the dough hook. Okay. Just want to end up with a nice smooth dough. Make sure everything's blended in. I'll do it slow, as you'll see. It tends to stick to the bench. That's why I move it fast. Doesn't give it time. And it's a good workout. Thank you for watching too, by the way. Thank you to all our subscribers, new and old. That's it. That's all we're doing. Right. Now pop that in the bowl. There it's going to sit. Covered again for maybe 8 hours, 12 hours. We want it to probably double in size at least. And because it's sort of afternoon now, it's about 2:30. It may or may not be ready tonight, but when it's getting close to being risen enough, I'll pop it in the fridge and we'll bring it back to room temperature tomorrow, and then we'll split it up, bake it, grill it, cook it. See you then. It's the next day. Okay, so last night about 11 PM I put our dough into the fridge, which had risen a fair bit but not enough, and I took it out this morning at about 5:45 AM. It's now 10 to 1 in the afternoon. It's taken a while to rise, but we're going to stop there. We're going to get into it. Okay, so it went in yesterday. We created it. It was 2:30 PM in the afternoon. 11 PM went into the fridge. Next morning it came out about 5:45 in the morning, and it's now 1. So it's had quite a lot of hours. If anyone has a calculator, they can work it out. It's probably in excess of 12 hours. It is a slow rising dough, unlike our sourdough bread that we make. Okay, so I have here a oven tray with some baking paper. So I'm going to dust. Now the recipe calls for corn meal. I accidentally bought corn flour when I first bought it. I've been using it, it's been fine. But you do want corn meal, okay? So we're going to dust our tray here with some of this corn flour, which would normally be corn meal, just so they don't stick. Okay, alright, so we're just going to pop that to the side there. Okay, so now we want to flour our bench. We're going to spread our dough out onto a floured surface. Pop a bit there. Dust over the top in case the hands stick. Right, so we want to press this out into a flatten it out I should say, till it's about 1 inch thick. I don't use a measuring tape at all to measure it, I just sort of do a bit of a guesstimate. Okay. Yeah, I said yesterday that this will make about 10 muffins. That of course depends on how thick you make them as well. It's probably about 1 inch thick. Alright, so going to throw a bit more flour there. Now you need a round cookie cutter about 3 inches round. I don't have one, so I just use this glass. Okay, that's what I'm going to use to cut them. So just put a bit of flour on this so it doesn't stick. Okay, I'll start on the side, push down, bit of a twist till it's loose, and you'll end up with that. Okay, as I say, if you want to do a bit thicker you can. That's probably a little bit thin. And I'm going to pop that on our tray that we just dusted down the bottom there. Big enough for another one there. So what we do, I just squish it up a bit, give it a light knead. Flatten it out again. Leave that one like that, I think. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So we've made 9. Right, so there they are there. I'll just cover that with a tea towel now and let it sit for 1 hour before we bake. See you shortly. One other pointer. Give them a light dusting over the top with your cornmeal again. Or for me it's the corn flour. Just give them a dust over the top before you cover it over and let it sit. Now you can cover it over. Okay, welcome back. It's been a little over an hour. Our dough balls are ready to go. This is how we cook on one of these open pan skillets, but I do cover them over, so I put 4 on at a time, cover them over, so it's like a little Dutch oven, I guess you could call it. And that's about it really. So preheat this. I've got it goes up to 5. I've got it sort of between 3 and 4, and we do 4 minutes each side. Okay. And we can test, do a little tester here, when we think it's cooked. It needs to be around about the 93°C on the inside. Okay, let's go. Start your timer. Right, that's 4 minutes. Flip them over now. On the other side, covered. See you then. Okay, that's 4 minutes on the other side. Give it a quick check on the temperature on the inside of this one because it's about the thickest. Oh, straight up to 95, 98. Beautiful. Left to go. Okay, that's it. That's them done. Look at that up there. Okay, I always freeze them and just take them out a couple hours before to use them, or the day before, whatever. So make a big batch, freeze them, and have them on hand whenever you want them. In case you don't know, muffins are best enjoyed toasted. So usually what I do, it's not too hot. It is a bit hot. I get a fork, and when they're cooled down, obviously, and fork it around the edge, and then you can just split it open. You can try splitting it with a knife, but fork works best. And they are best toasted with your favourites: bread, meat, bacon, egg, whatever you like. So let me know in the comments if you give it a go, how you went, if you enjoyed the video. Thank you. See you in the next one.